Why do concrete patches always fail? Well, the truth is they don't always fail, and I'm going to show you why. So it really comes down to technical process here. I think a lot of people underappreciate how technical concrete working is. And if you're talking about patching, fixing some sort of old concrete or some sort of deficiency, that's actually about as hard and about as technical as concrete working gets. So if you're asking about what's causing the failure, it's going to come down to one of two things right off the bat. One is going to be a failure to do the preparation steps properly, and the other is going to be using the wrong material to try to do a patch repair. Both of those subjects you could deep dive on. But I tell you what, why don't we take a look at one of my concrete patches that didn't fail? So here we have a 1-year-old concrete patch, and if you look, you can see here, it looks great. It hasn't failed at all. It hasn't delaminated. The reason why this worked was the technical process that I used. If you go and look at the video, how to patch old concrete or how to fix old concrete on my YouTube channel here, you're going to find a 20-minute long tutorial where I did this patch together showing you every step involved here. But what it boils down to is you have to clean the existing concrete. Use a degreaser if there's any oils, and then use an acid wash to etch the surface. Then we neutralized the really acidic concrete. Then we applied a bonding slurry, and then we applied a parge mix that had been modified with acrylic additive. So those were the steps involved, and that's why this patch lasted, where a lot of them do not. If you don't do the preparation steps that I just named, where you're cleaning it and you're etching it, and if you miss steps like applying a bonding slurry, that's when you're going to have a problem. Or if you use the wrong product to patch, like this patch here was heavily modified with an acrylic additive, a concrete fortifier additive, and it allows you to have a much thinner edge. Normally that feathered edge, that's where a lot of concrete patches are failing. The feathered edge requires specialized products. If you don't use a specialized product, if you just use like a bag of sand mix or topping mix and tried to do this, this patch would have failed for sure. But augmenting the mix with the acrylic fortifier allowed this one to last, and it's been over a year now and exposed to freezing temperatures and salt dripping off of a car in the winter, and it still looks fantastic. Even the feathered edges haven't developed hairline cracking. This is about as good as you can expect a patch to be when you're patching over old concrete. Why don't we go and take a look at a patch that failed, and we can examine why that happened together. So here we have an example of a patch that somebody has tried to make which has clearly failed. And you can, through a sounding process, you can prove that this patch has delaminated. So what caused this? Well, it's very, very simple. Even if all of the steps had been followed for the proper technical process where we cleaned it and we etched it and we neutralized it, used a bonding slurry, put the right mix on top, it still failed. What went wrong? A very simple answer. Take a look at that. What that means is this concrete slab is sinking. It's moving, and this is very likely due to water erosion. But in any case, if the concrete is moving, absolutely no repair is going to fix it. There's nothing that's going to be strong like the original slab was, and if the original slab is cracking and moving, then there is no possibility for a repair process to work. If you want your concrete patches to start lasting, you have to follow the correct technical process for preparing the area. Then you have to use a high performance mortar for patching, but most of all, you have to start with a stable substrate that isn't moving. If the substrate's moving, the only option is removal and replacement. If you found this information helpful, be sure to like this video, and remember, I'm Technically Steve. It'll technically help you if you subscribe to my YouTube channel.